So welcome to another Gacha reaction, and this time we got Cosmos ZR again talking about why it is okay to quit your Gacha game. So, as you all know on my history, I quit Genshin Impact since Sumeru, since I didn't have FOMO that time because most of my friends we start. I think my one true goal of playing games is playing with friends and Genshin. After stop studying with my friends, English friends at high school, we just stopped seeing each other and we didn't talk about Genshin since then. So I think that's why I stopped playing Genshin, and also it does. And that time I play on phone and it doesn't feel good at all. So I just start from there. So and another one, but I'm trying to plan on going back to Genshin for an Honkai because it looks so dope. I want to try to give Genshin another try, mostly because of the story or maybe the characters. I'm not gonna try to do daily commission again. I'm trying to force myself not to do that again. And as for Honkai Star Rail, I'm planning on quitting Honkai Star Rail, to be honest with you, because the gameplay is just pull the next character, and if not, you cannot clear the abyss, or what was it, MOC, or those Memory of Chaos, what was it, Pure Fiction, and Apocalypse something. And right now they are about to add a new game mode, a new end game mode that could require you to 4-star on those 3 permanent end game in order to play the new one. So I think that's kind of trash because what if you don't pull the new character? So you cannot clear participate, participate or play, at least play the new end game. I think that's trash. It's like building a game mode for whales. Just to put in short, it's like building players for whales. And I think that is why my points are quitting, and also the story is just going down here. The story used to be only for 2 or 3 hours. Now it's 5 hours or 6 hours, and the story pacing is just so bad. I'm not gonna sit through myself watching a story for 6 hours or 5 hours. It's just not for me. And also the gameplay, it just fell off because right now I just auto grind. I just auto play, and the AI just clear for me. You don't have to play the game. Legit, you don't have to play the game if you have the new character. And my older character just got power crap. And as for ZZZ and Witching Wave, I still play them. So anyways, let's check out Cosmos videos. Maybe after watching this video, I maybe retire from Honkai Star Rail.
Your gacha game. Whether you're bored, have fatigue from logging in daily, or even if you're not logging in daily and the game you're playing is just becoming increasingly more difficult to enjoy, it's okay to quit your gacha game. It's also okay to not quit your gacha game. It's okay to play once a week, or once every 2 weeks, or even once an update. It's okay to not get the next character that's coming up. It's okay.
I think the best ultimate way of playing gacha game is not playing one hour a day, or every day 6 hours or 5 hours. You just play chill. I think gacha game the one Wuthering Way and Hold Your Words create, it just mostly focus on the one you only play 5 minutes a day or 30 minutes a day. I think that's the most healthiest to play gacha game. And maybe if you have the time, or the best way to play it as possible is when the update, because when the update, you got new story, you got new characters, you got new everything. Everything's new, so you're not gonna be bored on those first week. Then you can just quit from there because there's nothing in the game. You can play a couple mini game mode, but yeah, that's it.
To not finish all the content that's in the game. It's okay to play the game at your own pace. It's okay to play these games however you want, because these games.
True, I think playing the game at your own pace is fine because this is a reminder. This is not a PvP game. This is a single player game, so you don't have to compete with anyone. Where you with me, maybe you compete with your friends, like flexing your characters or something. But in this type of game, you just playing yourself. So even though like you take breaks or stop play for a version or two version, your account's still gonna be fine. Except if you're playing like like Honkai Star, it's not fine because if you take break for two version, then the character that you just pull, it just power crap by the newer character. You know what I mean?
Games are supposed to be for your enjoyment, and that's exactly what I want to talk about. This is going to be a different kind of video. I'm not going to put any skits in this or anything. I'm not going to scream or be so loud. I just kind of want to have a mini rant or whatever you want to call it. I just really wanted to talk about this because the conversation on gacha tribalism has become a lot more apparent, and I have a lot of opinions on where that mindset could stem from. But before I get into all that, like I said, it's okay for you to not quit your gacha game. And if you want to keep playing your gacha game and get the next character that's coming out, like Canarella, you might as well use LD Shop. LD Shop is
Okay, so that is just like promotion. So W. So let's skip it.
during this video. Now, there's always been a discussion for basically pledging allegiance to a specific gacha game that you play, whether it's Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, Honkai Star Rail, Zenless Zone Zero. And with that pledge of allegiance, I feel like also brings the feeling of needing to play the game that you started playing, no matter what. This comes with making subconscious excuses to keep playing the game even if you feel like you're not enjoying it that much. Like if you've ever told yourself, I just need to log in and finish my dailies, or claim currency for the day, but you catch yourself logging in right before reset happens, or maybe even there's a dry patch or multiple dry patches, and you tell yourself, this is perfect, I should just make sure I get everything in this patch so I can be ready for the next character in the next patch. Or maybe you're not really even enjoying anything or any kind of content in the game at all, but there's a character that was teased in the next patch, so you're like, I need to play the game now so that I can be ready for when that character comes out, and when that character comes out is when I'll start enjoying the game. And you convince.
Okay, that is the copium. I literally, whatever he said, just literally what he just said. It's me with Honkai Star right now. It's Honkai Star. They have really good characters. We got Evernight. We got the who's that? The pink hair girl. Like their characters all look good. It just the gameplay. It just like fell off. Before like what was that? Anyways, before it's like you think of a character, of a plan on clearing the abyss or memory of chaos. Why do they keep saying abyss? Like memory of chaos or pure fiction. Right now it's just like pulling the new character, and that to me, the only thing that keep me ongoing for is in Honkai Star is the character. It's like pulling the character because the character just look good. You had to be honest. I had to be honest. But the one thing is, when I get those characters, it just the hype will just go out. It's not like I think that the hype stays there for 1 week when I obtain the character. Take an example like maybe Archer or Saber. An example. I pull her, I pull them, then for 1 week I'm having fun like seeing those animations. Then after that, I just turn on auto and the gameplay it just feel bad again because there's no much thing to do in the game. It's just log in daily, try to gamble and win the 50-50 and get the newer character because we all know that if you don't get the new character, you cannot clear the endgame in Honkai Star at all. Like legit, you cannot clear. My final without Sunday, I have like Sparkle, Bronya, and Ho-Ho. I literally cannot clear the memory of chaos. So you legit need the best slot for that team in order to clear their base, to clear the memory of chaos. So it's not like pulling just one character. It's like pulling the best slot or the best support for that character too. So it not one character. It's like 2 or 3 characters in order to clear their base with that team. You know what I mean?
Yourself that you need to keep playing until that character comes out because you're gonna enjoy the game with that character specifically. In my opinion, these are basically all signs of, I guess, what I would call gacha fatigue. There might be a term for it, but I guess that's just what I'll call it. And the issue
It's gacha copium because we all know gacha game is not perfect, but you keep thinking it's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be perfect in the later patch. It's gonna be perfect in the later patch. Then it's just not.
with gacha fatigue is that it's pretty hard to realize it's.
I think people who say that, including me, is trying to see the game doing good again. Because people who say that is knowing the game is trash. I know Honkai Star is trash right now, and I keep saying that maybe like they fixed the end game or fix the end game or fix the power creep. Hopefully one day they will fix that.
There, because your mind tries to convince you that you're really enjoying the game and to keep playing. This typically is because of something people would call sunk cost fallacy, which is basically fear of letting go of something that you've invested so much into.
It's basically FOMO.
Typically in games like, let's say, Genshin Impact, the idea of sunk cost fallacy is supposed to come from you believing you spent so much money that it would be wasted if you don't keep playing to make the money you spent worth it. But in my opinion, it's really a lot more than that, because from my perspective, there's 3 different ways people can experience sunk cost fallacy, because there's 3 different currencies that you have. The first is the first that I talked about. You swipe your card, get your $50 or $100 top up, and get the character that you want, and immediately feel like, well, if I don't use this character, I just wasted $100. So you feel like you need to play. Your mind may even subconsciously rationalize it as, okay, I just spent $100 on Canarella. So if I play the game every day from now on for a whole month, I've really only spent $4 to $5 daily for the month. That's not too bad. This is the mindset that causes the feeling of sunk cost fallacy, okay? The second way is actually one of your most valuable life currencies, in my opinion, which is your time. Essentially, an example is you start playing the game at launch and you're in what I would call the honeymoon phase. Everything is new, it's colorful, it's vibrant, they're giving you a bunch of free stuff, a bunch of free currency. There's more chests in the world than the amount of extra fries they give you in a Five Guys bag, and the game gives you a fresh new take on gaming in general. So you play the game. And you play, and you play, and you play, and you play, you play, and it gets a little bit stale. But when it's getting a little bit stale, that new major update happens. Let's say like Wuthering Waves 2.0 happens. So you're like, oh, this is great. It's not stale anymore. So you keep playing the game. And you play, and you play, and you play, and it's been about a year now, and you've been playing for a year straight. And because of that, you subconsciously think, well, I spent so much time. If I stop playing the game now, all that time that I spent playing the game is pretty much wasted. And feeling like you've wasted.
Okay, I agree with this take. Like the time and spend and the money is to spend. It's like the FOMO. It's like you think. I think there's something in your brain. It's like if I delete the game or stop playing the game right now, it makes my time and money is like wasted. I could take an example, maybe like for example, like Genshin Impact. I think Genshin Impact, I want to quit at 2 point something. I forgot what 2 point is it. Like I want to quit, but I cannot quit because I used to like spend a couple like $10 or $15 for the money pass. Not for the money pass, the one that you give you like 90 primo gems a day. So whenever I'm thinking about quitting, I'm thinking about the money I just spent and the time that I like play every day, and I still having remember like fishing in Genshin Impact to get the catch. I skipped my online study. I think during that time was COVID, so I skipped my online class just to farm and get the catch. And when I get it, it was so fun. Then after that, it's like there's no hype in it because in my experience, like I know gacha game is not for me, like fully 100% not for me because I like multiplayer game than singular play game. So if a friend like stop playing the game or like I playing a game like only myself, it's just like I like a bit like when the story like the patches new patch drop, I love it. Then after those first week it's just like down bad. And same with Honkai Star. I literally play that game since day one. I literally play Honkai Star since day one. And quitting is kind of feel bad. That's why you have a coping of like maybe the next further patch. It will be better. It will be better. Because you don't want to think that your time and money has spent on those games is a waste of time and money. You know what I mean? That's why you see a lot of people coping, saying maybe Honkai Star would be better in the next patch. Then the next patch is just mid. Then they say maybe in the next patch. Then the next patch is going down bad. That is why I think
A lot of time is one of the worst feelings because it's not something that you can get back. The third is a little bit more subjective, I guess, but I think it's where gacha tribalism really stems from, and that's what I'll call your emotional currency. To explain, this is basically how much you like the game, have fun playing the game, how much the game has gotten you through tough times, because games can also be a form of escape as well, right? Genshin Impact came out during COVID when everyone was stuck inside and depressed. So some people who started playing Genshin Impact during COVID felt like the game added a little bit of flavor or color to their life to make them feel like they can enjoy looking forward to the next day. Or maybe you've hopped into random people's worlds and made friends, so you owe it to Weathering Waves to keep playing because it helped you make friends. This is where the emotional currency has been spent, and not only does it keep you from feeling like you can quit the game, but it also makes people brush off the issues that games may have or blindly defend the game and even become somewhat hostile or aggressive when someone says something about the game you play. They spent so much of their emotional currency and got very attached to where they felt like the game is part of their identity, which makes...
Alright, this is not me, guys. This is not me. I'm not this type. Like, I respect people have different takes. So for me, I like Withering more than all the Hoyoverse game. So, but other people could say like Hoyo Genshin's better than Withering Wave, etc. At the end of the day, it's just a game, and people have different tastes. So just like whatever you want, just don't attack them or send death to them.
Supported them during a tough time in their life. I think this is why it's hard for people to quit playing their gacha game, and it's understandable. You've poured so much time, money, and emotion into your game, but the harsh true reality is you're never going to get that currency back. But at the same time, what people don't remind you is that you're never going to lose it either. The money you spent in Genshin Impact will never go back into your wallet, but at the same time, the money you spent on the characters are also never going to leave your account. That time you spent farming for echoes and Weathering Waves, you're never going to get that back. But if you stop playing and come back a year later, you will still have those echo sets in your account. They're not going to disappear. The amount of passion that you have for Honkai Star, whether it's because you love casters or the friends you made from having a common interest, it would hurt to feel like you have to let it go. But if you stop playing for 2 years, you might still be friends with those people that you were friends with when you were playing Honkai Star Rail. And casters is not going anywhere. That may not have been the best example, but you get what I'm trying to say. It's not stuff that you really lose when you quit, and sunk cost fallacy honestly doesn't really exist. All it really is FOMO, or fear of missing out, manipulating you into believing it exists. If you don't get the next character, your money wasn't worth it, so you have to spend more money right now. If I don't play now, I'll be far behind on the updates and content, so I have to spend my time now so I don't have to catch up. This is what makes it hard for people to quit playing gacha games, but letting go of these attachments are essential to recognizing when it's time to move on and explore new gaming experiences. There's so many new gacha games that are coming out. Azure Pomelia looks amazing. Silver Palace is a fresh new take on what a gacha game can be. Ananta might revolutionize the whole genre and take it to the next level if they execute their GTA
that's
style.
cool as fuck.
But I've heard so many people say, damn, this game looks amazing, but I don't have enough space on my phone and I can't stop playing Genshin Impact. All you have to do is delete Genshin Impact, because you can always re-download it. Just delete Genshin Impact, install Ananta, try it out, see if you like it, play it as long as you want to, and if you ever get bored of it or just want to go back to Genshin Impact because, I don't know, SNES Naya came out or something, you can always just re-download Genshin Impact. There's like this weird cultural belief of, oh, I finally deleted my game, when you can just re-download it in 2 clicks and log back in. The thing I'm trying to get at is, games by design are not meant to be played 24/7. If that were the case, games would not be coming out as frequently as they are. You're supposed to get bored of a game. You're supposed to feel like you finished the game. You're supposed to be excited for another new game. And in this genre, it's much easier because games are rising in quality and are still free. But even if you don't come back to the game, you're not gonna get your money back. You already spent it. You aren't gonna get your time back. You already used it. You aren't gonna get your emotional energy back. You already invested it. But at the end of the day, you got your enjoyment from it, which I believe that's the whole point of playing a game. It's just
True. I think if during that time, if you spend all your time and money on it, and if those time is like you enjoy, if you enjoy spending money or getting the character you want, and you have fun with it for those period of time, I think that is worth it. To me, I think that is worth it. So I still remember on the good old days of the Genshin Impact and Hoyo Wars game and ZZZ and Wuthering Waves, like the good old time. So when I look in the future or looking back in the past, looking at the back of the past, I'm not gonna be like, damn, maybe I should, like, maybe like it's not worth it. But to me, overall, I think if you enjoy the period that you have with the game, it's still a good game. It's still a good game, and it's okay to quit. Yeah. And also, gacha game is tend to be that way. Gacha game is supposed to be means like playing only a little bit when the new patch came out. Then you just stop playing. Then you can play other different game, and that's why you play like maybe like new gacha game, because new gacha game is where the hype came from. It's when like the first month or the first 2 weeks is when it's like the hype of new gacha game.
enjoying it. And just like in life, the reason why you will want to play a new game is because you want to have new experiences. And if for some reason you don't like the new game that you're playing, or something cool came out in the old game that you used to play, the money that you spent is still in that account. The time that you invested is still there. The emotional connection that you created will still be there. And you won't forget how to play the game entirely, I promise. So if you're afraid of putting a game like Genshin Impact or Wuthering Waves or Honkai Star Rail, just don't be afraid, because nothing's going to leave your account. And honestly, you might gain something from taking a break from the game, because you might feel more refreshed and enjoy it even more when you come back to it. I just wanted to talk about this because there's so many new Gacha games that are coming out, and I feel like people should at least consider giving them a try. And even for me, as someone who really wants to play Azure Parmelia, I don't want to feel like I'm stuck playing Wuthering Waves when I know that if I take a break, it'll always be there when I'm ready to go back to it. If you're somebody that can just juggle multiple games, this video is probably not for you. But if you're somebody that feels like you get stuck playing one game, hopefully this video at least helped you feel interested in trying new games that come out. I might try to talk about more things like this in the future, because I do like this kind of conversation with you guys, but I guess for now that's all I gotta say. Just don't chain yourself to one game, and if you feel like you already are chained to a game, break free of those chains. Feel like you already
Okay, that is a great video from Cosmo. Wait, doesn't get okay. Why this doesn't get enough views? This should be getting a lot of views. I don't see the like ratio. Anyways, it's a good thing. A good video from Cosmo. I think on my final take, if you enjoy your game, if you enjoy the time you spend, it's still worth it. You don't think it's bad or anything. And maybe if you're not having fun, just quit. I think literally just quit. You don't have to FOMO or anything. So maybe I'm gonna say this. Maybe you're gonna quit Honkai Star and try out some new game. You like. I think the purpose of this video is trying to make you not link with just one game. For example, maybe you guys really love Genshin Impact, and Genshin Impact just going down here. You can see the level of 100. Everything what they did, it's just like going so bad. You can also have an option just quit and play other games like Wuthering Waves, ZZZ, or maybe the new Gacha game that just came out. You don't have to fear of just playing that one game. Maybe like if you play another new game, you could love it. Maybe Azure Vermilion or other game that Gacha game came out, or Do Not Abyss. It looks so cool. Like just give it a try, a couple of try, and maybe if this for you, just play it and make it your own new own game. And if not, just play your own Genshin Impact. I think That's what Cosmo trying to say. Wait, do I have anything more to fill in? Let me see. Let me see if I try to have anything more to fill in. Oh yeah. The final take that I want to show to tell you, if you're a guy who play like a multiple games, multiple gacha games like me, I think I play like ZZ, Honkai, Wuthering Wave, and others like normal games. If you have the feeling not having fun anymore, or you have too much game to play, you can just quit one of them. I think it makes you feel less. It makes you feel relief more than like doing those every day, and it's like doing chores. So if you can like abandon one, just do it. Anyway, that's all my takes. Comment down below your takes and everything. If you agree with me or agree with Cosmo, comment down below. And if you disagree, just comment down below. I would love to hear them. And that's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy. We'll see you next one. Bye bye.